Ladies and gentlemen, this is a title contest for the European middleweight title for the Admiral Lord Mount Evans rules over 12 rounds of 3 minutes duration. 2 falls, 2 submissions, 1 KO deciding the winner. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the challenger from Morden, London, superstar Mal Sanders. And it's a pleasure to introduce to you from the red corner, the one and only and the European middleweight title holder, Mick McManus. Your referee appointed by the Board of Control, Mr. Brian Crabtree.
Thank you, Neil Soden, introducing there the main bout of the afternoon for the European middleweight title. 12 rounds, 3 minutes per round. This reason for this is for television benefit, because otherwise you'd never get in a 5-minute round, so they've now decided to make them all 3 rounds, 3-minute rounds, the title bouts, which is great from the television point of view. Mal Sanders, the challenger from Morden in Surrey. His opponent, of course, Mick McManus, the holder.
My job is to see that the belt is won or lost fair and squarely. There's 2 public warnings, as usual. The third one is automatic disqualification. You both understand? Any questions you'd like to ask me? Tom? Shake hands, back to your corner. May the best man win. Thank you.
So, refereed by Brian Crabtree.
Round 1.
And here we go for round 1. This is only the second European title match I've ever seen in this country, because last time that Mick McManus has defended his title was nearly always in France or Italy or Germany, but never here. This is the first time, at least, we've seen on television the European middleweight title being fought for. And Mick McManus has held it for quite a few years now. He's defended it successfully a few times too. But Mal Sanders, the promoters believe, is just a boy to he's become one of the leading challengers for this belt for quite a time. And although he hasn't had tremendous experience, he's showing such tremendous potential that Max Crabtree, on behalf of Joint Promotions, figures that it's a good idea to put him up for the European title. And as long as we've got a British fella in that belt, wearing that belt, that's all that really matters. From my point of view anyway, we won't lose it out of the country even if McManus loses it today. Just under 2 minutes to go in this first round of 12. Quite easily distinguishable for the uninitiated Mick McManus from New Cross, London, at 12 stone 7 in the dark blue trunks, black hair. And his opponent, superstar Mal Sanders from Morden, Surrey, at 11 stone 12, only just over the welterweight upper limit. So both these men at opposite ends of the middleweight bracket. McManus 12-7, 1 pound underneath the upper bracket limit, and Mal Sanders 11 stone 12, just 1 pound from the bottom of the bracket, just over the welterweight limit. 12 minutes, 12 rounds, 3 minutes per round, 2 falls, 2 submissions for a knockout to decide. Yes, I doubt if you'll get McManus that quickly. Less than a minute to go now in this first round. Yes, he got the spin out, knew it was coming, so he took it anyway. Making sure that he went over and out of reach. So an arm lever there by McManus. So the double wrist lock position on the upper arm. Just 20 seconds to go. Yes, McManus goes eventually from that whip. I don't know what he's shaking his finger at his opponent for. Perfectly legal. Right on the bell. Mick McManus, the holder, of this belt for several years. I think it's about 5.5 years he's held it, but he has defended it on several occasions, but never on television before, and very seldom in this country. Finally, the promoters decided that he should defend it here this afternoon at Huddersfield. And it could be quite a bout. Mick McManus of New Cross, London.
Take it away, round 2.
Mal Saunders, comparative newcomer compared to the experienced McManus. And you have to watch the McManus experienced guy, too, very carefully in this bout. Side headlock McManus. McManus, remember, in the dark blue trunks. Nice escape. McManus with oh, what was that? What was that? Referee highly suspicious. That was a punch. That was a knee, that's all right. And Brian Crabtree's going to be ultra strict here this afternoon about this. It's the arm lever against the joint held by the body. Right hand right around the face bar position. Well, he's out, and the double-handed wrist lever there is returned to single interlock just on the throw. Halfway through the bout, the round, I beg your pardon. Round 2, halfway through. And, of course, another 10 rounds to go after this one. Well, there's another one that's very doubtful from here. I don't know what you thought at home. The referee's probably a little unsighted, but highly suspicious. Less than a minute to go in the second. So that double wrist lock position by McManus there on the back hammer of Mal Saunders' left hand. Yes, he turned it. Back hammer now to Saunders with 25 seconds left. He reaches for those ropes in a title bout. I think you'll find the referee will come on the side of his opponent. He's only got about 6 seconds. Interlock fingers on the bell. Well, that move was definitely started by Mal Saunders just before the bell, so he couldn't really help finishing the move, although his opponent's complaining about it. Mal Saunders from Morden in Surrey. He's only 20 years old and a tremendous potential in the middleweight class, no question about it. Turned pro August of last year.
Take it away, round 3.
What a feather in his cap it would be if Mal Saunders could get the title of the experienced McManus on his first attempt at the title. Saunders versus McManus. Saunders in the light gear, light boots, light yellow trunks. And the usual McManus trying his tricks, the left hand on the throat. Followed on illegally, says the referee. Break it. But he allows it to go on. Directly, Mal Saunders got the advantage. He played the advantage well then. Well, McManus attempting a cross press. Now what he's doing with that right hand, you saw that punch go in there. Whether it landed or not, we can't tell. But knowing McManus, it probably did. Yes, now I can see. Was it the heel of the hand, or was McManus is trying to persuade us, or was it a punch? A punch, definitely. The referee doesn't like the position anymore. Break it up. Heel of the hand, that's all right. And that is what McManus is so good at, of course. That's his specialty. Straight jab, close in jab. Either with a forearm or the heel of the hand. That's what he's going to rely on now. 1 minute in the third. Cross press attempt again by McManus, but it's that right hand the referee's got to watch as well as the shoulders of his opponent. And Ryan Crabtree very fast under it that time. See, the referee, unfortunately, has got to look down at the shoulder blades to see whether they're touching. The count of three, that's what pinfall is all about. But can he see the right hand of McManus if he's right down by the shoulder blades? Very, very difficult to be covering everything. He gets a public warning for dissent.
First public warning.
For dissent. That's very seldom you see that in a wrestling ring. It's not only what he did, but when he talked about it, and that's a beautiful double-hander from Mal Sanders, but it's right on the bell of round 3. And McManus now starting to complain that that was a punch against him. Well, we've seen him deliver a few so far today. And just one, I don't think no matter come back, wouldn't bother the referee at all. So McManus, can he hold on to this title? The next 9 rounds will tell us.
Second away, round 4.
For the European middleweight crown, McManus the holder, Sanders the challenger. Sanders in the light strip. Yes, caught him nicely. You could see that drop kick coming off the ropes beautifully, and he timed it well. He better get up quick. A knockout can decide this as well as 2 pinfalls or submissions. Bit of rib cage trouble, McManus. Again, that McManus move, and a legitimate one, a very good wrestling hold indeed from the top above his man, going for the double wrist lock. But now he's switching the referee on side. That holding out of the trunks will hold his man in position for longer. Mel Sanders is his own referee there. He knew what was happening, and that's the way he'll get his own back on the year strip. That's neater. McManus tries that stuff. You get around the back neatly with that waist hold there. Didn't last, but he got there. Reaching for a quarter Nelson, didn't quite make it. Arm lever now held on with the legs by McManus, and the side headlock definitely on. Though he can get a score from it, but he certainly can weaken his man. Hold him down there. He's trying to stop him breathing now, I think. Yes, the body over the nose and mouth. And the referee doesn't like it, trying to get him off. One public warning already he's got. On his way to another if he tries that. Inside of the hand shot. Throat. And another, but chest height. 12 seconds to go. And very dicey indeed. McManus assures us that that was the flat of the hand, the heel of the hand again, but or the straight fingers. Didn't look like it from ringside here. Mel Sanders got the worst of that round, no question about it. McManus went in hard most of the time legitimately, but just a couple of little bits of help from his rule-bending style. The referee, of course, doing his best to watch for that. He knows about it as well as we all do. He can't be everywhere.
Taking away, round 5.
8 rounds to go. No score. McManus with one public warning against him. McManus in the dark blue trunks and coming out with those forearm jabs. This is going to rely on, has been relying on for the last couple of rounds. Sanders wise to go out, even if he could have held on then, because if he'd come off, the impetus going back to McManus could have been dangerous. Into the hand again. But that illegal. And a crutch hold. Slam. Follow down reverse double knee hold. So far away from the ropes, he's got it. The first one to McManus, the holder in round 5, and it just took him 45 seconds. Your master of ceremonies, Neil Soden.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round 5, from a body slam and press, a pinfall, and the first fall in favour of Mick McManus.
Mick McManus, the holder, now leading by 1 fall in the 5th round at the end of round 5, but he's still got 1 public warning against him. And he had a very definite reprimand just now, reminding him that a 2 are on the way, a second is on its way if he doesn't behave himself.
Seconds away, round 6.
Round 6, 7 rounds to go. McManus in the dark blue trunks, remember, leading by 1 full to 0 over Mel Sanders. Very difficult to tell what part of the hand he's using in those quick moves, blind side of the ref. Again, that double-handed wrist lever in the backhander position. Going for the opposite arm now, trying to make a double arm of it. And Sanders very dazed, and his head is bleeding now in the right temple. It's above his eyes, so it shouldn't worry him too much, only a little. McManus going straight forward, of course. Headbutts indeed. And that's the second public warning for that knee.
McManus with his second and final public warning.
With his man still on the canvas, his second and final public warning. He can't play around that anymore. One thing McManus cannot stand. Sanders is right. And up at 9, halfway through round 6, and very, very near thing from McManus there. Another half a second and he'll be counted out. A minute now in the 6th. And Mel Sanders now using the hair. Great wrench, good wrench instead of a posting. A little fed up with the treatment he's been getting, Sanders, and you can't blame him. 45 seconds. Well, the side headlock is still on. That's what he's doing with the other hand. Very difficult for the referee to see under there. McManus, of course, knows it. 5 seconds. Interesting to see that Mal Sanders came out of that little move with the advantage right as the bell went. The referee checking that cut above his right eye. Second teeth looking a bit worried about it. But the only one that isn't worried about it is Mal Sanders himself.
Seconds away, round 7.
So halfway through this bout, 6 rounds to go. McManus, the holder, still leading by 1-4-0, but has 2 public warnings against him. That's McManus in the dark blue trunks against Mal Sanders. Now can Mal Sanders come back into this bout? Just missed the drop kick again. Very nice timing. The right foot landed well. Left was a bit low. And a crutch hold to Sanders. Can he follow it down? He's trying a cross press. Late, but he's got away with it. He's got away with it. So 40 seconds into round 7. Sanders gets the equalizing fall with a cross press following that body slam. Very, very neat. He's back in the bout, which makes everybody happy. Neil Soden.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round 7, a pinfall and equalizer to superstar Mal Sanders.
So, with 5 rounds to go now, 1 fall each. Nothing against this boy, but 2 public warnings against his opponent. It's going to be really interesting to see whether he can stay in it now against a far more experienced man.
Seconds away, round
He'll have
8.
to go now. Referee may be talking to him, but he'll have to go. McManus now starting his own conversation with the ref. 2 public warnings. That was his last one. He got in the 6th round. He's got no more to play with. So the jump step over toe hold by McManus. Perfectly legitimate Lord Mount Evans rule wrestling. That one, and why doesn't he keep to them more, I don't know. Cross press, but a very loose one. There's little chance of getting away with it. Now that right hand is unsighted again. Oh, he missed that completely. He was going for the whip, and he skidded out of that beautifully. Took McManus with him on the back of the neck. Very neat. Well, that's the potential that he's shown to such an extent that he's got the title, the tag superstar already at the age of 20. Halfway through the 8th round, 1 fall each. McManus really wears. He got that body over the nose and mouth again. Referee worrying about that, not even checking the shoulder blades, touching the canvas or not. Sanders is again turned out of it with that double-handed wrist lever. It was all part of the move, so it doesn't matter his man be on the deck. Less than a minute now. McManus get. Oh no, it's underneath there again. Referee worried about it. I think he's right. And the follow-up far too late and right through the ropes anyway. Complete waste of time for McManus to try that. "15 seconds. And Mal Sanders out, but not a bad landing. Got his feet down all right there. Almost at the end of round 8 now. And McManus surely must be tiring a little bit. Question now is stamina, I should think, for the last 4 rounds. McManus, certainly tremendously experienced, looks quite happy the way he's arguing back to the ringside seaters. But the question is, how much stamina has he got left? His opponent doesn't look too worried as far as stamina is concerned, but then of course he's a great deal younger. And
Taken away, round 9.
let's see what happens in the round 9. 1 fall each. Brian Crabtree suspicious again, but inside it. And that was straight fingers, I think. Short-range jab. Just a bit early that time. A little bit early, says the referee. Well, both men slowing down. Mal Sanders especially at the moment, but he may be laying on this for a reason. To bring McManus confidently forward. Flying tackle. Oh, and he's taken out and over, and he's landed on the apron there, and he landed badly on the floor. And I don't believe that he's going to continue with this bout. No, the referee's decided to call it off, I'm afraid. So that is the end of Mal Sanders' attempt at the European middleweight title. McManus still the holder, but we'll see what Neil Soden says in his announcement when he gets into the ring, when he's had a talk with the referee, Brian Crabtree. But I'm afraid that's...
Ladies and gentlemen, Mick McManus is disqualified.
Oh, McManus for taking him out of the top rope. And nobody more surprised than myself and Mick McManus there. So he has got the title, Mal Sanders,
Now listen here.
on the disqualification.
I should never be disqualified. The man went out of his own accord. What do you got? The man defeated. The man was counted out.
Tremendous
What are you
complaining
talking
from
about?
McManus. I cannot understand what happened then.
The winner and new champion, superstar
Mal Sanders extremely pleased about that, as he almost hugs referee Brian Crabtree, and the belt is going to be placed on him, round him, by Brian Crabtree, I think, if McManus allows it. No, it's Brian Crabtree placing the belt on him. There he is, the new European middleweight champion, Mal Sanders of Morden, Surrey. Congratulations, Mal. Not the way he would have liked to have done it on a disqualification, but he's got it just the same.